Tout va bien, je suis à la salle de presse, mais c'est du joke.
Haben die den Termin verlegen in Marstadt?
Soll überhaupt Ferien im August in Marstadt?
Tutto quello che dirai sarà usato contro di te, lo sai, no?
И una liga inglesa, и una liga пайкареса, и una liga...
11 мостов. 2 из них не разводятся.
Notable is the fact that the 2010 RC44 Season Championship is the first time the RC44s have stepped their masts in the United States. After regattas all over the world, including Dubai, Austria, Copenhagen, Valencia, and the Canary Islands, Miami, Florida hosted the Grand Prix fleet of the present. Significant is that this is the first time there had been 14 boats on the line, American David Murphy from Connecticut being the newest owner in the class. Remarkable still is that all of the names and faces we attribute to the America's Cup just can't get enough of these boats. Designed by Russell Coutts, hence the RC, all of the owners of the RC44s are impressed by what a challenge the boat is. It's even a test to those who call themselves avid sailors. Once you get the hang of it though, sailing the boat is like a beautiful violin solo, says owner Vincenzo Honorato of Mascalzone Latino. We joined the 2010 Season Championship at the end of the match racing portion, where Canadian Chris Bake and tactician Cameron Appleton aboard Team Aqua cleaned up, taking home the top prize after a close, sudden death battle against Artemis. This gave Team Aqua the win for the match racing portion of the entire season as well.
Well, Slam has been supporting the RC44 class since the very beginning. We are very happy to finally see them here in Miami in the United States. There are a couple of US owners, and we're really looking forward to seeing the class mature and grow and having more events here in the United States.
My boat's name is Peninsula Petroleum. He's the owner of this boat and the team.
AZ, it's our main sponsor. He's the biggest supplier of aluminium ramps in Europe.
And Synergy is the Russian team which moves to be a best team in the RC44 class.
I don't know the count, but it's a lot of millions of ramps he sells per year.
The Synergy is the combination of the power, the strength, the other things that make you to be better and to do your job very good.
The name of my boat is Islas Canarias Puerto Calero. Islas Canarias from the main sponsor, the Islas Canarias government, and Puerto Calero from our company, Marina in Lanzarote, Canary Islands.
And the name Katusha refers to a famous Russian folklore song about a beautiful woman named Katusha.
The meaning behind Artemis is that she's the goddess of the hunt.
Hi, my name is Vincenzo Honorato. I'm the helmsman of Mascalzone Latino. That means Latin rascal. Latin rascal is a beautiful Neapolitan song from Pino Daniele, that is a great Italian singer. And that's it.
The end of match racing is the beginning of fleet racing. 14 boats, 14 crews, 1 starting line. Each boat had an amateur owner with their eyes on the boat, accompanied by the world's best tacticians with their eyes on the water. Russell Coutts and Larry Ellison steered BMW Oracle, while 17 was helmed by Doug Douglas, with 4-time America's Cup helmsman Jimmy Spithill at his side. Even though they didn't shine in match racing, finishing 7th, they were still the favorites to win the fleet racing portion and for the overall win of the RC44 2010 season. After the first day of racing, 17 was on top after having a claw-back victory from 10th to 1st, leaving Artemis in an all-too-familiar 2nd place. The second day saw lighter winds, which only gave the fleet 2 races. Doug Douglas and Jimmy Spithill continued the domination with 2 bullets. leaving them with a 20-point gap to the second-place team, BMW Oracle. With a 6-2, Vincenzo Onorado's Mascalzone Latino slid into third. The regatta was very well run, with a team of media, press boats, and a VIP boat that brought sponsors and special guests right into the action. GPS tracking and a commentator aboard the VIP boat made it even easier for the layperson to follow the violin solo. A few select guests were even given the chance to ride on board the Giants in the second race of the day. The draw of the RC44 must be the fact that, yes, it can fit inside of a container, but it also sails like a dinghy. There is real hiking. There are umpire boats watching for rule infringements. There are Rule 42 reminders in the SIs. And all of the crew aboard the boat could probably take the boat completely apart down to its nuts and bolts and put it back together. This is real sailing. A popular dinghy phrase reads, "Fresh meat, back of the fleet," since every dinghy is a different set of challenges from the next. This phrase was just as applicable to the RC44s. The back of the pack was filled with new owners, including Ironbound and Peninsula Petroleum. Both boats know they are new to the fleet and see it as a learning process. Going into the last day, the top 5 boats knew any mistakes could mean no trophy and no champagne. 20-plus knots kept the spectators on the VIP boat, and rightly so. Individual recalls, collisions, and wipeouts had the professional crews holding on tight. The title for the season would come down to the last race, where Doug Douglas and Jimmy Spithill would find their boat a challenge to keep going straight. Jimmy couldn't even follow his own advice.
For our viewers, can you tell us what it is that you do when you're out on the water that makes you so good? Give us some tips.
Just stay out of trouble.
Even with the over early and the man overboard, 17 managed to beat 2 boats across the finish line, which was all they needed to do to win the fleet racing portion of the regatta. Mascalzone Latino finished in third in the match racing section, and third for the fleet racing section, which gave them the overall win in the Oracle RC44 Miami Cup. Oracle's third place finish in fleet racing was enough to give them second place in the Miami Regatta, and therefore the win in the entire RC44 series.
I'd just like to thank all of the owners and professionals and amateurs of the fleet. It's an incredibly competitive class. It's the most fun I've ever had sailing. It's a fantastic team, and we've had a great year, and we're very, very proud to have won the class, and we'll see you all next year. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Congratulations to all of the winners. For T2P TV, this is Ashley Love.